How do you keep your identity rooted, or what are little ways that you remember that that's not your eternal identity? That's not all that you are, or that you're most importantly a daughter of God. Is there little ways that you remember that throughout the day or throughout interviews or whatever it is?
Yeah, I think I just spending time like in prayer and just like knowing and like adoration, especially like my
Mm,
fulfillment is like, yeah, there's times where I do feel like fulfilled, like playing softball and being with my friends and like winning games and stuff, but it's like different. And so it is hard, like don't get me wrong, it's hard like to not it's hard to do bad in a game and then think that like it doesn't matter. Or I mean, it always
Yeah.
matters to us, obviously, but like in the eyes of God, like God doesn't care if I like win or lose that game, or if I strike out 15, or if I don't strike anyone out at all. And I think that like helps me a lot. Is just like knowing that at the end of the day, like He looks at me like the exact same way like He did before, and if not, probably with like more love than I can imagine. I think that helps me, that like his view doesn't change on me no matter what goes on in my life.
You're playing from a place of love, not performing to be loved already.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I heard from that.
Brady talked about the mental, physical, and spiritual side. And that's something I tell my athletes all the time is like, those three should be balanced well, or those three should be like, to be a good athlete, you want all three of those components. How would you say, maybe you don't have an answer to this, maybe you do, how would you say those are dispersed in your life right now? Do you feel like it's a pretty even chart, or do you feel like one is way higher than the other, or how do you keep them balanced? I'm just curious your thoughts.
I think, ooh, that's tough. I think physical is always, I think, like up there, because just like the rigor of stuff we're doing all the time, especially when we're in season and stuff, I'm always working on something softball related or strength or running or anything. So I feel like that's up there the most.
Totally.
And then I would say honestly, I guess that would be body and like physical, I guess. But it's because you said mind, body, and or
Soul,
can you
mind, body,
repeat?
soul. Sorry, I
Okay,
didn't
mind,
know
body,
if this
soul.
was going to be
No,
confusing
no.
or not, but
No, it's
Yeah.
okay. It's great. But I think, yeah, I think mind and soul kind of like go in two for me. Like when I think of work mental game and work mental stuff, it's hard to like think of that and not think of God and
Mhm.
everything. And so I think anytime I'm like working on my mental state, yeah, I just feel like I can't think of that without thinking of God. And so I think those kind of like blend in two for me.
I love that.
Um,
As it should.
Okay.
I feel like
yeah.
even though they're three different components, like I think that is like how it should be. Like honestly, it should all kind of blend in together because like the
Yeah.
physical should also blend into the spiritual and the mental, right?